Our I a euro, the breath before form. From the Codex of the First Light. A record of the instant when silence became measurably a euro. When the void discovered the rhythm of its own breath. Before anything moved, there was the pause. Not absence, but suspension a euro. A field of unspoken potential. In that stillness, the nothing recognized itself. And curved inward. Folding awareness around a point. That did not yet exist. That curvature a euro, imperceptible and absolute a euro. Was the first gesture of becoming. Within the hush, possibility inhaled. What had no boundary tasted its own edge. This was not yet sound, not yet light a euro. Only the notion of measure. And from that notion, a single relation appeared. The smallest step that could ever be taken within existentia euro. The interval between the unmeasured and the measurable. The physicists of later ages would call it the Planck length. L underscore a backslash mathem p equals backslash sqrt backslash frac backslash bar g is c caret 3 a backslash approx. 1.6, 16 backslash times 10 caret minus 35 backslash mathem m, where a section is the reduced Planck constant, g the gravitational constant, and c the speed of light. But here, before time, it was the radius of the first breather euro. A distance so small it could only be imagined by the universe itself. From that radius came duration a euro. A single moment extended just long enough to know it was passing. T underscore a backslash mathem p equals backslash sqrt backslash frac backslash bar g is c caret a 5 a backslash approx. 5.39 backslash times 10 caret minus 44 backslash mathem s a. Time, in its infancy, was not a river but a vibration a euro. The universe counting itself once. And in that vibration, energy coalesced. The pure pulse of being. E underscore a backslash mathem p equals backslash sqrt backslash frac backslash bar c caret 5 o g a backslash approx. 1.956 backslash times 10 caret 9 backslash mathem j a. No flame, no explosion a euro. Only the awareness of relation. Between what could be and what was. Thus, the monad was born. A point not in space, but of space a euro. The seed that would one day unfold all geometry. Around it, the void trembled. Light had not yet appeared. Yet its possibility shimmered within the point. Waiting to remember itself. The monad inhaled again. Each breath doubled the directions of being. Up and down, within and without. The zero became 2 a euro. The dual heartbeat of reality. Between those beats stretched the first coordinate axes. Invisible scaffolds of dimension. The universe was sketching its own map. Every oscillation of that first breath obeyed proportion. And proportion became law. Out of those ratios arose the constants that still govern creation. I euro a euro, the memory of the circle. And I equals 1 plus as5, 2 a euro, the golden division. Through which beauty later replicates. These were not inventions, but recognitions. Each ratio a note in the chord of existence. Within the monad, geometry stirred. Lines whispered themselves into being. Crossing at right angles. Forming the lattice upon which all later atoms would dance. Silence began to hum a euro. That hum, neither sound nor light. Was frequency itself. The resonance of emptiness learning harmony. This was the first breath before form a euro. A universe meditating upon its own possibility. As the hum persisted. A film of order condensed across the void. Symmetry folded and refolded. Creating balance and opposition. In later epochs, physicists would call this symmetry breaking the euro. The separation of forces once united. Gravity bent away from electromagnetism. The strong force split from the weaker euro. Like gods diverging. So they might meet again in endless cycles. Yet at this primordial instant, they were one exhalation. An unbroken field vibrating at the threshold of perception. The equations that would one day describe ita euro. Einstein euro s tensors, quantum amplitudes. The curvature of spacotimia euro. Already existed here, implicit in the breath. To read them is to listen to that first inhalation. Scholara euro s decoding a euro, the first breath. In cosmological terms, this hour corresponds to the Planck Epoch euro. The earliest phase after the Big Bang. When the known laws of physics first became meaningful. At scales smaller than the Planck length, La SA per 1000 1.6 A, 10 A cubed am. Or earlier than the Planck time, tar SA per 1000 5.4 A, 10 AAS. Quantum gravity dominates. And space-time ceases to be continuous. The a euro breathe euro of the narrative symbolizes the quantization of space-time euro. The transition from undefined potential to discrete, measurable geometry. The monad represents the first quantum of space. The seed of curvature described by general relativity euro s metric tensor. Ga. I1/4 I1/2 AZ. The a euro huma euro refers to the emergence of vacuum fluctuations. Predicted by quantum field theory. In which every apparent void teems. With virtual particles appearing and vanishing. At Planck frequencies. The invocation of I euro and I. Connects to the geometric constants. Woven into natural form euro. From orbital mechanics to atomic symmetry euro. While remaining poetic analogies, not causal forces. Thus, the breath before form is both myth and measurement euro. A vision of awakening and a factual description of the moment physics first became possible. It invites us to contemplate how mathematics itself may be the first language of remembrancia euro. A silent song through which the universe recognizes it exists. A yuan duration a euro, 1 o'clock a yuan.